What's going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 20 Diamond Dynasty video. Today we are going to talk a little bit more about the team affinities, specifically which ones I think you guys should prioritize and which ones I think you should go after. There's pretty much, I think, 12 that are really good cards. None of these are bad, of course. These are just the ones that are better than the other ones. But before we hop into that, as always, make sure to leave a like down below on this video if you guys do enjoy. It really does help out. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. We're approaching 22,000. You guys have been killing it with the support. Like I said, ton of tips. We had a gameplay yesterday and gonna have plenty more very soon. So let's just go ahead and get on into this one. The first one I want to talk about is gonna be the New York Yankees. This Gleyber Torres is one of the best cards that we have within the team affinities. He is just so solid top to bottom. 84, 85 contact, 93, 96 power, 70 vision. That's the only offensive gripe I think you could really find. You'd like to see that a little bit better once you get onto higher difficulties. The fielding isn't the best either at 72, especially because maybe you'd want to play him at second base, but he's going to have bronze defense if you do. I would probably keep him at shortstop. 81 arm is alright, 45 speed, not great. Hitting is really the main thing that he is going to do for you, and he is going to excel at it. So I think this Gleyber Torres is very good and very solid for the New York Yankees. Definitely somebody that you guys would want to pick up. Next up on the list is going to be Blake Snell. I believe he is the one of two pitchers that we are going to talk about. There's not a whole lot of really good starting pitchers that are on the team affinities, unfortunately, but Blake Snell, he is so good. 88 stamina, 88 hit 9, 100 K9. The walk 90 control is low at 63 and 52. He throws about 97, 98 miles per hour. 4 pitches, a curveball, changeup, a slider on top of a four-seamer. But the big thing about Blake Snell is he has one of the glitchiest releases in the game. Now, some people have been complaining about it, thinking that it should get patched. I don't know if they're going to do it. I think it's kind of Vita Blue-esque. I think it is phenomenal. Try it. Even use his live series online or offline, and you'll see how good his release is. So that on top of his stats just make him so good for the Rays team affinity. Next up, I want to talk about the Braves, which is going to be this 89 Ozzie Albies. I would say this Ozzie's definitely on the lower end of the 12 that I'm going to list right here, specifically because he is more of a guy that you would want to platoon. As you can see, he is a switch hitter, but he's not very good against righties. 71 and 62 splits, definitely not unusable by any means, especially at this point in the cycle. Plus he has 87 vision, but 114 contact left, 83 power versus lefties is really where he holds his own. 87 fielding, only 54 arm. Now, second baseman, they don't need a whole ton of arm, except when it comes to cutoff throws. You know, if you're talking about, you know, a ball hit deep into right field and you're having a cutoff throw to third base, the second baseman is usually going to be the one to do it. 54 is kind of low, 73 speed is good, but this Ozzie Albies, I would platoon him. For the Washington Nationals, Juan Soto, another really good one. Offensive monster early out of the gates, 90 and 88 contact, 100 power against righties, 77 against lefties, of course, as a lefty bat. 70 vision, not the best, but not bad whatsoever. 70 fielding, so that is going to be silver with 71 arm strength and 63 speed. In left field, that's usually where you can hide somebody. In the outfield, so it's not good, but it's not as big of a hindrance if it would be a center fielder or a right fielder. Offense is really why you're getting this card. He has a great swing, and he's going to mash righties early on. So I think this Juan Soto is really good for the Washington Nationals. Moving on to the Cleveland Indians, we have Carlos Santana, probably the best card art that you're going to see on each and every one of these. But this is a great card. He's a switch hitter who can also play catcher. Now, I do not know what his blocking statistic is. They do not show it. If you know what his blocking is, please let me know down below in the comment section. I don't know if you can even find that kind of thing, but you can play him at catcher, which is probably where I would recommend him. A switch hitting catcher with mid 80s power, 86 vision, and 96 contact against lefties. That is pretty dang good. He's going to have 71 fielding. If you put him at catcher, 28 speed, not great, but You know, not everybody can be JT Realmuto or Craig Biggio, but this is a really solid card if you want to look for a cheap switch hitting catcher and can't afford Adley Rutschman. This is pretty much going to be your best bet early on in Diamond Dynasty. Moving on, the Minnesota Twins. This is an interesting one because he's not great offensively, but I think this Byron Buxton is definitely going to be valuable for the reasons that he has 99 speed, 94 fielding, 97 arm, and 95 reaction. If you're looking to just have somebody as your number 8 hitter, maybe even your number 9 hitter, to plug there with a lot of speed and really good defense, that is what Byron Buxton's going to be used for. You know, 64, 72 contact, 65, 67 power, 60 vision. He's not very good offensively, but with 99 speed, even if you can hit a couple bloops with him, even if you can hit a couple line drives with him, or even try and bunt. He does have 83 bunting. I don't really know how good bunting is this year. I haven't tried it, but a defensive monster this Byron Buxton is. Don't knock it until you try it. Some of those defensive specialists are actually really helpful. There's quite a few first basemen, but the one I want to talk about is going to be this Josh Bell, for the reason that he's a switch hitter and he has a pretty good amount of vision. So 94 and 85 power is what we're looking for in a Josh Bell card. 85 contact against righties, 61, 85 splits against lefties isn't fantastic, but being that he'll have the advantage no matter what as a switch hitter, it is viable. 77 vision is pretty good. Fielding is not, but I will say it once and I will say it twice and I will say it however many times I need to. Fielding does not matter that much for first baseman. David Ortiz has made no errors for me offline or online. He has been very solid, so I have no reason to believe Josh Bell would not as well. 43 speed. I just think he's better than like the Joey Votto. The Anthony Rizzo is cool too for the Cubs. I just like the switch hitting capability. The AL West is absolutely stacked with good team affinities. Shohei Otani is one of them. I do believe he does not have the outlier quirk, but he's still going to throw 100 miles per hour on that four-seamer. The splitter is even better than a changeup in my opinion. I really like that pitch. And a super slow curveball at 74 miles per hour compared to the 98 100 mile per hour heater. 88 stamina, 84 hit per 9, 94 K per 9, 63 walk 9, not great but doable. And of course, he is going to be one of the few players that can really hit. 86 and 74 contact, 87, 56 power, and 50 vision. There's not a whole lot of great hitting pitchers right now. We don't have a good Wainwright. We don't have a good Bumgarner. This is going to be a fantastic two-way player in Diamond Dynasty and really think it is going to be worth your time. Moving on to the Oakland Athletics. This is probably the best first baseman that you're going to find. That is this Matt Olsen. I think he is phenomenal. 82, 57 contact, 104 and 90 power, 58 vision is the only downside I really see to this card other than maybe the speed at 36, but 95 fielding, 94 reaction. I said fielding doesn't really matter at first base. That more so means they're still going to knock balls down. They're still going to have a chance to make the play. Fielding at this point does matter at 95. They can make tremendous plays that a David Ortiz might not be able to. So this Matt Olsen for the defense and for the power, super great swing as a lefty bat is really going to be good and worth your time. Two more to talk about for the AL West. Even the Mariners isn't great, but it's not horrible. Joey Gallo, especially at list stage in DD, where you're probably playing on all-star difficulty, very low in the divisional ranks. The PCI won't matter. 28 vision. He has 115 power per side. He is going to absolutely destroy baseballs. He has 99 arm. He has 86 fielding, which is going to be a gold shield at anywhere in the outfield or the corner infield with 64 speed. This Joey Gallo is a monster. I've heard some people talk smack about him. Don't. He is super good, especially right now in Diamond Dynasty. And even last year, I remember his all-star card. I was still using that, playing that on the higher divisional ranks. So he is going to be pretty damn good. And then Carlos Correa, I think this is really a good card as well. There's so many good shortstops. 99 contact against lefties, 75 power against lefties, then 76, 95 splits against righties with 67 vision. Would like to see that a little bit higher, but 81 fielding, 97 arm, and 63 speed. I could even see you playing this card at second base. The fielding will drop down to a silver shield, but he is going to be a cutoff machine. 97 arm strength is going to be so helpful, especially for a guy like me. Pairing a 99 arm like Joey Gallo or Aaron Judge or Acuna with 97 arm in Carlos Correa, this is a card I definitely recommend that you guys pick up. A couple more that I want to talk about, or rather one more that I want to talk about, is another shortstop, and that is going to be Fernando Tatis Jr. Tatis looks a lot like this Carlos Correa in the fact that he doesn't have great vision. It's substantially lower at about 20 less, but he has good contact and power just like Correa does. 87 and 90 contact, and then 85 and 79 power respectively. He has 83 fielding, kind of just like Correa, 95 arm, kind of just like Correa. He can play second base with the silver shield, kind of just like Correa. The reason I would recommend, it depends what you're looking for. If you want a better hitter, I would go Correa. If you want somebody faster, I would go Tatis Jr. I personally really like Correa's swing. I think he's a little bit better, but I'm really at a tough call between Tatis, Correa, and Gleyber Torres for my shortstop position. All three of those I think are going to be monsters. It's really just deciding what swing do you like the best, so I recommend either using them offline, just do like a play now, not in Dynasty, or just go ahead and pick up the Live Series card. It's not too expensive right now. I don't believe like Gleyber Torres is going for 3,000 stubs. Put in a buy order and just sell them right back. Play a couple games with them. You'll maybe lose like 100-200 stubs, but you'll get a good feel on how they play. But that's gonna about do it for this video. Like I said, the best team affinities that are currently available. Remember, there are going to be expansions. I would recommend, if you have the time, if you're in my position where I've been doing a lot of grinding, I'm kind of running out on things to grind for. I want to try and knock out all of these just because I think the expansions are going to be really good cards as well. If you guys want a tip video on how to get team affinities fast, the best way to go about it, that will be in the top right hand corner. Roughly, I would say if you were to only do exchanges, if you just want to get the cards that way, they're going to be around 20,000 a pop, but you can also supplement with Showdown or some of the missions, and it's going to be a bit cheaper, around 10, 15. Really just depends how you want to go about it. Do you want to spend some extra stubs and just work the market to get those stubs, so it technically isn't depleting your stub count, or do you want to play Showdown? It can be tough, it can be frustrating, but it is definitely having a lot of rewards. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like down below. Let me know what team affinities you guys have done, or which ones are your favorite. What cards are you liking so far? But yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Thank you all for watching. There goes some Saudi.